That sounded a
that good
little
enough?
bit more in sync.
And
Little
sing.
bit.
In sync.
In sync.
Yeah, it sounded more dead.
Ah, my fucking. My
My
feels.
fuck. Your feels?
Your
I don't know, do you
feels.
think that clap sync is good enough?
I think so.
Fine.
I think it's good enough.
Okay, everybody thinks it's good enough. Good for you. At least some people would let the special ed children go through because they're good enough.
I think
it
I need
true?
to turn Chris up a little bit because I can barely hear that man.
I feel like I need to turn him up a little bit too. Not enough fag in this room.
We keep turning him down because he's just so fucking loud in our gameplays, but then when we need to hear his voice, we can't.
I think Phasmophobia just has better audio quality compared to
This is also true.
Discord, the fucking furry engine.
It didn't used to. 'Cause they did upgrade it to a very expensive voice channel. Or like
What,
actual-
Phasmophobia?
Yes. Specifically, the biggest bug with Phasmophobia was just that you would join into a game and you would randomly not connect to their voice chat. So it was. I distinctly remember there was a very fond moment when we were playing Phasmophobia, and my friend Jeremy were just walking around, and then we're in the house, and there's a little girl demon, and so he's like freaking the fuck out, flailing. We're playing in VR, and he kept like lowering his hand down to his dick, and I'm like, what? You getting sucked up by a short stack in there? And he's shaking his head, and he's like, no, you fucking dipshit, obviously in sign language, because I'm a master at reading that.
You know what? Speaking of like little demons in the Phasmophobia, these two fucking assholes, they leave the area to go to the van to go get some more equipment because we figured out where the ghost was. I go up there to, do the EMF. It starts attacking, and this thing, apparently we figure out just by it attacking alone, it's a fucking revenant, which is,
fuck.
super fast fucking ghost. I try to look behind to see if I can, pull a Chris and just outrun the thing. No, I look down, I'm like, oh god, it's crawling on all fours. It's already has me.
It specifically is
And,
if you're
yeah,
not hiding.
They're like sitting there mocking me the whole time, and I can't say shit to John, so I just fucking type in his Discord like, you fucking nick. Go
Oh yeah,
die.
that's right.
Because like I can't say this on stream, and I also just can't fucking. I can't open it up in the window.
The Revenant
I
specifically
just had to open
says,
it up in the phone. It's like, no
in
one's
her
gonna see this
journal,
one.
it literally said, if you're not
Actually,
hiding,
I just tell the chat like,
Yeah.
excuse me, I need to
If-
go say some
if-
fucking gamer words to my friend. I'll be
it
back.
even said in
You
the
accidentally add
journal.
everyone on the Discord
'Cause-
server. Hey, you fucking.
Did you not? Did you not
No,
watch
no,
that stream?
actually, there is a little bit of a story to that one. So, John just blasted like the N word in my Discord chat while I was. Yeah, I opened the fucking window to look at Discord real quick, and then there's like a fucking. Actually, no, it wasn't in Discord. It was in the Streamlabs chat, and it was just holding it to the side of like, hey, do you wanna allow this, to be in your chat? It's like, I guess it doesn't fucking matter because the thing's such a windowed. I look at my Steam list, but first my Streamlabs pops up, and there's the fucking N-word right up there. Presented from John, or
Gabe,
Janeboy Shadow.
to be fair,
Shadowman.
it even said in the
Jane Boyd
journal.
Stream, otherwise
that-
known as my little PogChamp.
It even said in the
Otherwise known as
journal
whatever fucking
that if you're
nickname
not
he's gonna get.
hiding, it's going to catch you. I knew for the moment I saw that, I'm like, well, I can't do my Latino run this round.
You couldn't do your Latino run, and you couldn't even get the ghosts to come and kill you. You're
I-
just not interesting.
I
in you by
literally,
yourself.
like,
Getting
yelled
that
at
tip.
her. I even teabagged her place.
I threw objects to show you where they were. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the Smilezcast. That's what this is
Hello.
supposed to be.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Happy to
Welcome,
be here.
everyone.
That's
Maybe
an
we should
intro.
introduce ourselves too.
No one cares.
That's the blue-haired fat is my little PogChamp.
Yeah.
The Ness character right below is Spider-Man.
No one gives a
Why
fuck
don't
who
you
I
actually
am.
give me a fucking introduction, you fucking
I'll censor all of us, but I won't censor Parker.
I didn't say anything!
I'll make sure to splice something together for you. And then with that,
Wait, Gabe. Would it
Chris
help
is here
if
too.
would it
He's up
help
there.
if I said it
Hi,
and you
Chris.
just put my voice during his sentence?
your fucking headphones suck in Discord, by the way. I'm so happy that we got Audacity for you.
For
Or
me?
at least I had John teach you how.
Wait, for me?
Yeah,
Yes, for
hopefully,
you.
What the fuck did I
hopefully
do?
it sounds better through Audacity than through Discord. If it doesn't, then we're just fucked. We're just gonna have to
Discord-
cut Chris
There's
out
no
of this entire
fixing that.
thing.
There's no fixing that.
Discord likes to fucking it likes to cut off like super loud noises or something, and Chris's default is loud just by general effect.
Yep.
So
Yeah, watch this.
it's gonna
Also, is that the intro you're actually going for? Because you introduced everyone incorrectly. Because I'm in the bottom left. You said I'm under John, and that's not correct.
Yeah, no,
It's
you're
not correct.
completely
I'm
wrong.
shut the fuck up. I'm looking at the fucking Discord thing, alright? Get off my ass.
But
Little autistic kid in the baseball hat is Parker.
That's
Blue
me.
hair group man is John. The fucking Mexican Mario with
no,
tacos in his
nobody
hat is
cares.
Chris.
Nobody
The
cares.
clannish
who I am.
crab.
Nobody gives a fuck who I am.
Actually, a
give a
lot
fuck
of
who you
people give a fuck who you are because they want to find you and deport you.
Well, I was just
Well,
gonna
that's
say
a
they're gonna give
different
him a
group of
talking to
people.
about how to actually,
That's
you
a
know.
different group of
How
people.
did-
I know. Fucking Chris, the enemy of the they them pronoun people. Fucking menace to society.
And the goddamn Mexicans.
Yeah. God. First,
I swear,
Parker, you
Chris's
already
life
said it
goal
wrong.
is to just make
You already
everyone hate
said it
him as
wrong.
much as he hates himself.
It's not even goddamn Mexican. I said stupid fucking Mexican. Get it right.
I'm sorry. I can't slander your character. Pardon for my libel.
Yeah, what I really need is like a little slide thing that I could just like insert image. It's like, Chris is this brown. He's allowed to say this.
I'm
I
allowed to
suppose.
say this. I'm
He
telling
Like a
you.
Home
is-
Depot, like,
he
color
is an
swab, put it in
ethnic-
there.
He does have special points.
See, I'm
Or
brown.
when I was
I'm
talking to our best customer on stream,
Yeah,
my- I'm pretty sure my first instinct was to say like don't be mad at Chris. It's okay. He's just retarded.
I mean, he is. We're all retarded. We all
He-
took the
he-
test.
Yeah, I took the test, and somehow we're all moderate.
That's true. I expected to be
The
full
first
blown,
message
honestly.
ever gave me was, "Man, you're kind of an asshole, but you're also a wild card. I don't know if I should hate you or I should tolerate you."
I think messaged all of us. They're really involved in the community so far. Parker won't answer the message though.
Listen,
Fucker.
okay. I'll be very upfront with this, right?
Yeah.
Little known fact about me, right?
Chances are they're probably
Uh-huh.
gonna see this.
I used to be washed up, internet, extraordinaire, right? I used to stream.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my biggest mistake that I ever made when I was streaming was getting very, very close with people who watched my stream on a regular basis. And it was saying, "Oh, Osiris, Parker, Escaboon, you fucking dip ass. You fucking heartless bastard. You're supposed to talk to the people who want you." And it's like, that's true. But I like doing that in a public space and not doing that in a private way. And I was private messaging like 5 different people at once, and I felt fucking drained all the time. And they would constantly keep dumping their drama on me and wanting to play games with me. And it's like,
No.
gamer word, I got a fucking life to live.
Gamer word. It's not- so the way you made that sound, it made it sound like you fuck your fans. Is that true, Parker?
Of fucking course, obviously. I fucking swing my dick around at anybody that fucking slide my DMs and my fucking cock's right inside you, big boy.
Oh, here,
He
let me
just-
DM you real quick.
Okay.
He just
See.
stuck his cock in a lot of LGBTQI plus people, and that's what gave him his gay
You're not
accent.
even fucking wrong, but that's beside the point.
That's why I don't do YouTube or
I know
streaming.
humans.
See,
I've
I will not get
experimented.
in trouble for my shenanigans. I'll just get these two in trouble for it.
Okay, see, I'm not gonna get in trouble for your shenanigans because I say the fag word all the time on stream.
And I
It's
said stupid fucking
something I test
Mexican.
with whatever viewers are there to see how long they tolerate
yeah,
it,
and
so
I-
that way I don't get a fucking angry message
I
or a
said-
immediate follow then unfollow
And I
like a
said
little
black.
dip ass they are.
I said black people and
It's
stupid
fine. You're
fucking
Chris, I
allowed
can
to
hear
say
that.
that
Not
word
a
because you are a
competition.
fat.
It's okay, Chris. I could. Oh yeah, that was like another thing that I got was like a saying they're allowed to say fag because they're pansexual or something. Like, I don't care if you're allowed to. I don't care if you say it at all. Have you? How long have you been a part of the stream?
I guess what bothers me about that is that it's just like just use words that you want. I mean, if you find a word I guess if you value the opinions of other people enough to where it's like, I won't use this word because I don't like the social stigma, that's fine. But just don't be a pussy and just say the fucking word.
Or better yet, I'm not gonna go to my black friend and spam or to their face, because that's just an asshole thing to do. I don't know what they're. You don't know if
you're not really friends, are you?
I'll throw bananas at them.
Yeah, because your black friend's also a white supremacist in fucking zipper suit.
He's calmed down in his okay?
Listen,
He's a centrist now. He's gone from, like, far right to centrist. Listen, we've made progress.
See, for me, it's use whatever words you want to use, but don't use it in, like, a super derogatory way. Like my coworker talking about beating up niggers all day at work. That's really inappropriate. You want to do that?
Yeah, that's really weird and a little suspect.
Yeah, just a little suspect.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
All I heard through that whole thing was somebody has a friend going through nigger rehab.
Is that like a special building to keep you from eating all the chicken? Oh.
Yeah.
Also, just a little bit of all smiles.
Hopefully one day all niggers will someday just be black people.
Okay, what was that, Parker?
Don't worry about it. You can listen back to it in the recording.
I'm not going to hear it. Chris is loud. Okay, actually, I am going to hear it because I'll have separate audio things. I'll just mute Chris through the whole thing.
Yeah, you will.
Anyways. Yes, sweetie? Yeah, you?
Yeah?
Who else is sweet? Well, actually, no, you're Kitten. John is Sweetie.
What the fuck am I?
Call me Kitten.
You're. I haven't come up with anything for you yet.
You're such a pussy.
Okay.
Not yet. Give it a minute.
Give it a minute. I'll think about something.
How come these two? That's all.
How come
I did not
these
ask
two
you for
get
cockpicks. You just
I didn't say you did. You fucking
No, I'm asking for the cockpicks, you dumb fuck.
Why do these two get a pet name? I've known you longer.
Goddamn chat.
Listen, I'm not gonna say I'm fully heterosexual, but I'm not saying I'm a fucking queer either.
Anyways,
Join the club.
Yes.
Yeah.
You came.
Yes.
I mean, I did earlier. Yes.
You were begging to fucking throw a topic out there, bugging me about this podcast. Of like, so when are we doing the podcast? Like, I don't know. I haven't figured out the format yet. So, what is this topic that you want to share so badly?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had this dream the other night, and it's a very common dream I have all the time, and I thought it was a normal dream to have, but I talked to my coworkers about it, and literally,
I loved gay sex
none of
with
my
this man.
coworkers have ever had this kind of a dream, and they think I'm a psychopath.
I know this dream.
Have you ever had that dream where you're like staring at yourself in the mirror, and your teeth just start falling out of your face?
I mean, I've heard of people that have had those dreams and what it pertains to.
Yeah, no, I've definitely like heard of stuff. I mean, I've had dreams of like getting severely like dismembered, or like losing limbs, but that's mainly because that's like an actual like fear I have. Like a legitimate phobia I have is the loss of a limb.
But
closest thing
but
I've
the
ever had
teeth-
to that. Closest thing I ever had to that was my body was made of puzzle pieces and I just came apart.
but
Came apart when this girl said to fucking release my feelings, and I came apart.
Yeah.
anyways, so the dream specifically, your teeth falling out, it's due to stress. It's a very stressful dream. A lot of people have it when they're undergoing a lot of stress. It's a very common dream. I know for a fact I'm not the only one who's had it, but for some reason everyone at my work thinks I'm a psychopath for having that dream.
Right? So then you pull out all their teeth and go, listen, it's not crazy.
But like, the whole reason why I brought it up to them was because I was under so much stress that I had that nightmare again, but I'm dead inside to the point to where like my teeth started falling out, and I was like, Okay. And I just went about the rest of my dream. I was like, yeah, whatever. My teeth are falling out. Who fucking cares? Let's just continue on to this bullshit.
Yeah.
And soon,
So I'm like-
soon you'll see your health. Soon you'll see your little health HUD, and then you'll have like ammunition of teeth to slingshot at people.
So I woke up and I was actually like kind of worried about myself because I'm like, am I that used to being so stressed out that seeing something like super horrific like that in my dreams, I can still just wake up like any normal day and go about my life like nothing dramatic is happening to my life?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? We've all kind of generations of people have just gotten slowly more sick in the head as time goes on. So
Yeah.
Well, I would just say
Yeah.
desensitized.
well, I could think of the word desensitized or morbid. We're all growing a little bit more morbid as time goes on. Like,
Well,
look at
I
Parker.
guess
He's
that's
like the
an
most
interesting-
woke Hitler you
I've
could
had
ever think
legitimate
of.
I've had legitimate dreams
when
where
I
I've
think-
dreamt about murdering someone. That doesn't make me a psycho.
True. Well, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, I feel like there's like a larger sense of apathy, I think, today, rather than like a sense of morbidity, mainly because I feel like reveling in like morbid topics just kind of seems like a sadistic kind of pleasure you're deriving from like pain, whereas like I think desensitized, as well as just kind of apathy, is just kind of indifference to most stuff that's going on in the world. I don't think it's mainly people deriving pleasure from that. I think it's more just people just not caring anymore.
It's definitely not a pleasure thing for me. I do not
Well,
gain
yeah.
pleasure from losing teeth. I've lost a few teeth. I know how it feels. I've had 2 knocked out of my skull and one that a dentist destroyed, and another one that I
dentist, you
broke
mean
on a
sex shop?
jawbreak. What?
What? You broke on a
Unassuming
jawbreaker?
sex shop.
I lost a tooth just giving a hardcore blowjob to some dude in
What?
the parking lot at
Oh,
work one day.
I thought you were... I for some reason thought you were coming out of...
You thought he was
Lost a
coming?
tooth.
Well, like, he wasn't coming because he was sucking
Shit.
someone off.
She had a very...
Yeah,
she had a
no, he
monster
was
and
coming
hard
off.
cooter.
I was just coming out of the closet. I figured I'd use this podcast as my chance.
That's why he wanted to start the podcast so much. He was gonna start the podcast up with a bang where he comes out, and this is the LGBTQ podcast.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I keep asking for Parker's dick.
That's true.
I guess I... Oh, well then you can finally tell me the truth
Just
on
like
how
in real
large
life,
it is.
Politely decline and make salty comments and probably potentially out myself as a homophobe, but that's beside the point.
Everyone's a little homophobic here and
It's
there,
okay.
and also a little bit
I like
gay.
the boys that are hard to get.
Well, I'm not hard, so you're gonna have trouble with that.
Don't worry, we got medicine for that.
That's true.
You don't need medicine, you just need music with trumpet in it.
Duh.
That's what gets Parker going.
It's not even what gets me fucking hard. It just makes me... I'm more susceptible is all. The girl comes up with a fucking trombone and is blasting it in my fucking face. I'm not just gonna
Somehow-
fucking whip my cock out and go, well, guess sex now.
Just start fucking
guess
the
that's it then.
instrument.
Don't reference that.
Blowing her cooter and out her asshole against the wall.
No.
Anyways, after that disgusting image, Chris, did you have a topic you wanted to discuss?
Oh no, not Chris.
Yeah.
Hurry, mute him.
I'll fucking kick you in the ass.
He'll stick a dick in his ass? I don't know if you've noticed this, but I think that's kind of what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I want too.
there's an-
Shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Yes, sir.
There's
Thank you.
already plenty of gay podcasts out there. We do not need another one.
Says
First
you.
podcast.
I
Becoming a
thought
statistic now.
I was under the impression this was about equal rights. What if I want to do
Never.
that?
You don't have rights here.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the Council of White
Hey,
Males,
to
and,
be fair,
we're holding you
I'm-
up with a flashlight.
I'm brown enough. I'm brown enough to say horrible shit to Latinos, but I'm white enough to not get deported.
I don't know, we haven't tried calling Border Patrol on you.
I was gonna say, speaking of like Latino rights, don't they all think that they can just say the N-word very freely?
I don't think all of them,
No.
but yes, that is a very large point of
No, I'd
contention. within
say all
the
Mexicans.
That's
All-
actually
all those
that
fucking-
is mostly big in the Mexican community,
Yeah.
but for everyone else, no, because they're like, no, we're better than that.
Right. I
We
forgot to
deserve our own
specify
slur.
that.
No,
I forgot
my
to specify that Chris is actually Chilean.
Yeah.
my
Chilean.
my old
What?
Mexican neighbor thought calling us crackers was very appropriate.
Oh, nice. Well, you got to remember, it's not a slur. You can't be oppressed, John.
All you have
I
all you have to do is if a Spanish person calls you that, especially Mexicans, is just call them a gringo.
I grew up in a very black neighborhood, so I think I have free right to say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Sora, we've reached the darkness. It's a black neighborhood.
There's a white kid who's about to learn the N-word. We gotta stop him.
All I could think about was them going to the world that never was. Like, this is a very black neighborhood. They're coming from the ground.
But,
I've been beat up by all the races, so I think it's fine.
That
so
was actually part of the
so here's-
thing that made me surprised about your
Yep.
autism test. The fact that you have no aggression. I think you got it out during your
He
high school
did.
years.
Yeah,
because that's when
he
you
did.
got
He's
in
a-
the most fights.
he's a passive aggressive bitch now.
You remember
Isn't
how I
it?
used to be in high school? Like somebody would slight us in the slightest way, and I'd be like, "Oh, let's go kick his ass."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "No, John, calm
you-
down. It's fine."
Dude,
he just
you-
called us fat.
Dude, you literally.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, let's go chase down his fucking car."
He,
Oh
he
yeah.
put a bully
I was
up
the not
against
so
the
brave
wall.
one in high
He
school.
put a bully up against the locker, or whoever he put up against the locker.
Yeah, I was the not so brave one in high school, so I would be telling John to calm down. Which, to give you a visual cap, Parker, John had longish hair that kind of went down to the bottom of his neck, and
Like
he wore a
mine?
fedora.
He looked like a
And he
woman.
wore a fedora. Yes, like yours.
Ew, fedora?
He
Oh
wore a
yeah,
fedora.
fedoras are so cool, dude.
What the fuck is wrong
I
with
just
this
wish I
fedora?
could pull 'em
What are
off.
you talking about?
He says that with such confidence, it almost makes his cock
My
bigger.
inner gangster will kill you, bitch.
I'm sure John has a fairly meaty cock. I'm just saying that, like, you know, fedora.
He does. He does.
John had a bitch of an ex-girlfriend at some point. who
Yes.
tried to get with me after trying to also dump John,
Oh
which
yeah.
she had no idea while talking to John that I was literally right next to him while she's like telling him her issues, and then when she's like talking to me, she tells me about how small his dick is. I'm like,
No!
this fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
She's insulting my homie's chode. How dare she?
No, Gabe. Here's the
John's
the one I
patented
was
8-inch
around for.
chode.
You want to know which one I hated of John's exes? Yes, John, we're talking about your exes. Sure. Be quiet.
All of
Um,
them.
Talking
was-
about
it
all
was-
your cum dumps.
It was that specific one that literally said, you're a good guy, but you're a guy. And then, basically coming out
Oh.
that she was lesbian, and then finding another guy within the week.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I just heard him cut off at the end, and I'm like, oh no, John, what'd you do?
Oh,
It's like,
he cut
And
off
then
at
he
like
found
finding
a
a
nit-
no.
That's what I
It's like,
thought.
basically, what,
Dating a
what
nigger
that-
now,
what
John.
that told me, what
It's
that
not
told me-
okay.
I originally thought she came out as lesbian. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then he said, no, she's with another guy. And I'm like, you fucking slut.
Yeah, Chris, you tell the women's to respect their kings.
Yes. Fucking bitches.
You roll.
I'll fucking shit in your
fueling-
mouth if you
stop.
pull that stunt on me.
Stop fueling the fire, you fucks!
Fucking
Honestly,
Okay. It's
the
okay.
way-
I don't have good taste in women.
I mean,
I've-
the one you're dating
yeah,
now.
I buy you bread and this is how you treat me, bitch.
You remember that one girl that we went to con with and just wanted to fucking do karaoke the
Oh.
entire time?
I hated that so
That
much
sounds
because
fun.
we had a schedule. We had a list. We're like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. She's like, no, come with me to karaoke, and we're gonna be here the whole con. And I'm like, fuck you.
I was like, no, I want to do the foam sword fighting tournament.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way,
you
we
and,
did,
you
and she
Chris
was
were like trying to learn how to fight properly with foam swords, and she was upset that you weren't giving her a show like the other people where they were just spaz attacking each other.
Yeah, no, we were trying to
we were like
have
actually doing proper combat technique, and
Yeah.
everyone over there is like jumping around doing giant violent swings,
Like the dumbass that's
breaking
trying
all
to
the foam
like
swords.
like
and we're
the
just like, no, we're
dumbass
gonna.
that's trying to be an anime character.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely do Sora's fighting moves or something. I'd probably try those swings a couple
She
times.
was very
Yeah, but I just got off an all-night shift, so I was too tired to
yeah.
jump around like a maniac.
Literally, like we had this whole thing. Me and John were like, we're gonna have so much fun, and she just literally butchered the fun out of it.
Yeah, and then I was trying to buy her a souvenir from the stands, and she was like,
The K-pop
we can't
stands.
we can't afford any of the things that I want. And I'm like, I saved like $200 just for this, but you want to blow it all on one thing? Come on.
Why
Yeah.
don't you just blow me instead?
Fuck you, I was gonna make that joke.
But it was like
I bring the
that
funny, I
that
bring the laughs.
that
On the
con-
topic of
Parker
Exes,
sits
that
down.
I wanna hear about
convention
Gabe.
So-
that convention was supposed to be so
Why
much
would you want to hear
fun.
about mine?
I don't know.
John was at that point of, you know what? I literally just want you to leave so me and Chris can go have fun. I'm like, God damn.
So let's change the topic off my horrible past.
no,
And
let's
now
keep
to
Chris.
Gabe's and his exes.
Actually, what
My
I was
exes?
gonna bring up was Chris and. Are you okay talking about the whole condom situation?
Oh.
A what situation?
Do you even remember,
Fuck, I don't remember.
Chris?
Of course you
uh,
remember, Chris.
Okay, before
Okay,
anything.
are you
befo-
comfortable
befo-
with me talking about such a thing? I need consent. Sign here.
you
You've
have
never asked for consent.
have to
Now
give me,
listen,
like-
there's the
you have to
cuties
give me,
review
like-
that says that consent really is kind of confusing.
You have-
and, everyone kind of
you have
inherently
to
wants
give
to
me
get raped.
the short.
Yeah.
have to
God,
give
you
me,
watched
like, the-
Mr. Girl?
Give me
I-
like the
I
5-second
did.
story. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, well, what I was gonna bring up was Chris messaging me about his first time ever having sex. Except he never did that, but
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with
he
that. I'm
talked
okay
about like
with
he was
that.
ready to, jump off the big boy diving board thing. You know, the one that goes up to the fucking stars. You jump down and you're probably gonna die when you reach the bottom. But hey, you
Yeah.
can
He's
say
gonna
you did
unleash
it.
his Sonic Adventure 1 whale. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's what this sounded like it was gonna be. It was really. I remember it very clearly because I was like. I felt like
Yeah?
someone's counselor for a
That-
bit because he was just texting me
So-
like, "Dude, how do I put the condom on? How's the proper way to?" And I was like a fucking instruction manual on YouTube text to speech. Like, well, buddy.
So if I may,
Yeah.
I'm now remembering because I remember that the ex that I was with at the time was fucking like
It's not
overly
fucking
sexual.
me.
She was too sexual for
Yeah.
someone like me. She was like, she literally
Yeah,
said, "I want the emotions to come later, but I want the sex now." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I see where this is going." But
I just had this beautiful woman who wanted my cock 24/7, guys. You don't understand how bad it is.
but
Nice impression of Chris there,
but,
buddy.
No,
It's your fucking impression.
yeah. But
Anyways,
essentially,
continue, Chris.
I can even say like I remember, which by the way, full on lie. John caught on very fast. But
We all caught on very.
but
There was no catching on. We were already on the platform when it moved.
John was the first one to know, and then you were the second one to know. But you found out about the same time. But essentially, yeah, the reason why that even happened was that was a time in my life where literally like, dude, high schoolers are fucking horny ass bitches, especially these two.
a whore.
Yes.
Because all they're like, oh, you're not a man unless your dick is in someone. I'm like, oh my god, really?
I don't know who the fuck you hang around where you get that kind of talk. It's
Fucking-
probably because I'm a
in
fucking
high
introvert and I
school-
don't talk to anybody.
It was in high school, and freaking jocks are bullies, and they go around saying, "I put my dick in everything," and I'm like,
My-
like
I put my dog in there, and that's how white girls fuck dogs now.
I mean, they do.
But no, and it's like
Dogs just do what men can't.
And by that time in high school, by the way,
You know what? I'm sure I could get
these
surgery to
two-
expand my knot.
these two were sexually active, and you guys were like, "Man, Chris, like you're not bad looking. What the fuck you doing?"
Despite
Damn,
the fact
Shawty,
that I
why'd you
just,
get your dick wet?
despite
Yeah,
the fact that I described to
essentially.
Parker your looks as a fucking Frankenstein face.
You look nice, Chris. I've seen like photos of you.
Frankenstein can be handsome too.
No, he can't.
God, that's
Well,
rude.
Well, that's right.
But-
Frankenstein can't be handsome
but-
because that's the scientist.
Hey,
That's
don't
literally
say
the
that.
entire
You're-
fucking
you're
point of the
plenty
book, you
handsome.
fucking
I like you.
dipshit.
If
Oh,
I was
what a way
gay,
to
I'd date you. Gay.
say it now, buddy. What's that, Chris? I can't hear you.
If I was gay, I'd totally date you.
I know you would.
Yeah.
All
Gay.
my homies are pretty fucking
But
gay.
but no, it's because I think I even said it
Either
on
way,
the
I don't
stream.
understand where the fuck you're coming from when you're talking about people saying like you're not a man unless your cock's always wet. That's why I have a spray bottle.
Yeah.
All I
it
ever got was
fucking
I wore like
annoying.
fingerless gloves because I thought they were the shit. They
I
still
have
are, but
fingerless
They
gloves
still
so
are,
I can
yeah.
finger the girls and keep my palms dry.
I just need better ones. But I wore them in like my freshman year of high school, which is a bad idea.
Yeah.
But the most amount of talking to I got, or it's not even aggression. He's just like, yeah, you like those fingerless gloves, man? You think you're badass or something? I'm like, no.
It's like, yeah, no, I do think I'm badass. You want to fucking fight?
Yeah.
I'll
You
knock
I was
you
not a
out right now.
fighter.
But I said
I'll get blood all over these fresh gloves, bitch.
I know you would.
But-
You're fucking aggressive little chihuahua.
But essentially what ended up happening was I was even now, like it's gone from since I can remember to now, where because of a bunch of shit that happened in my life, I've just never had that sexual reaction that most guys get. Like I don't get that as easy as most guys. So basically, I made that lie so that people would get off my fucking back.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, yeah, I did it, and I'm like, I did it, but I'm gonna let them believe that.
I
And-
also have a similar thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Here's a little bit of personal information about me.
We're all getting personal here, so it's okay.
I suppose so. So when I lay down the pipe, when contractor Parker lays down the pipe, he's getting his blueprints out and he's laying down that foundation.
Yeah.
Paul,
Unfortunately, I have a lot of weird medical issues. The first thing is I can't digest alcohol. Second of all, when I
have a hook penis and I pull vagina skin every time I pull
hey,
out.
do you want me to fucking tell you this, or are you just gonna make a joke?
Gabe, I'm trying to listen to the
Go
story.
on, big boy.
Right? As I'm saying, I'm just,
Saying.
detailing out. I'm not slaying. I don't fucking slay. I scrounge around the desert, hopefully find something I can fucking stick my cock in, right?
A dirty swan person.
Yeah, basically. Anyways, whenever I insert my... when I fucking fuck, right?
Every time
Gabe, I'm trying to listen to the story. Shut up. Fucker's trying to do
I get
story time. God damn it.
I get slightly paralyzed down there. So, like,
Are you
really
serious?
don't... I'm 100% serious.
Oh
I
my-
don't get, like, a lot of feeling from it. So I kind of just have to go like, yeah, this is good.
Oh no.
So to the point of where it actually just feels better if I wear a condom, because that way, it's weird with a condom though. It's because it's like something's like slowly seeping in and like corrupting my cock where I can't feel shit anymore. So like I have to speed run sex if I want to feel anything in climax. Otherwise, it's just kind of like there it goes.
Sounds like, man, I can't wear a condom because it feels like it's infecting me.
So usually
It's
what
coming
happens
inside me. It's weird.
So if I don't, finish in the time limit, if I fuck up this time quest, my time trial, right? Then I'm
Yes.
just like thrust in for a couple like hours, and it's like, what the fuck? What was happening?
Sound like a man waking up from a drunk daze while this chick is on her
Parker?
fucking hands and knees.
Parker,
And like, yeah,
are you my no no homo soulmate?
Yeah, potentially.
To be fair, I've also been with girls where it's like nothing's happened, and I'm just
Yeah.
going at it for
Well,
like
well,
hours.
okay. To be
Mhm.
fair,
'Cause
when you did it, you
I'm
just
not
said
interested. I'm not into it at all.
okay.
I'm just
You said you were hard, but you just said you just like you needed longer to go. Parker's saying he's straight up paralyzed.
Yes, and what I mean by it's like
Yeah.
paralyzed, it's like, oh, you know, I might feel. It's like, oh, I literally don't feel anything down there. And like, if I do it
Yep.
for too long, usually what happens is it starts spreading to my fucking like thighs and my legs,
Oh,
and
no.
they start fucking
Is it-
collapsing.
is it like that tingly feeling like when something's asleep, or is it just like nothing?
It's like an actual fucking numbness, like when you go to the dentist and get numb.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty.
No, John.
int-
John's issue, and you told me about this. We're just like with the girls you were with. You're just like you just never had. You just never finished because it was just like yeah. I don't know. You just said like there was just a party that's just like man. I kind of wish I could be doing something else.
Yeah,
I'd be bored because it's like
babe, I'm just slaying you so much. You just gotta mix it up every now and then.
I get
Well,
one
it was
XP only
more
from
like-
you.
it is more like the girl wanted to be with me, and I was like, fine, let's do it. And I just was like
Yeah.
sitting there, just like, yup.
Oh.
Go from the back and play on my phone while I'm thrusting in.
You
'Cause
told
I'm
me
just-
about that, and I just had this image in my head of you just
You know,
playing
just checking my Facebook.
Oh my
Totes
god.
Get Late Slay
Oh,
Key.
wait. I
Poke
actually.
her mom while you're poking her.
So this by the way is a true thing.
God damn
And
it,
Parker, you should know about this. If you're going to be dealing with me, this is something you should probably know about.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever my friends deal with, like breakups, personal stuff, douchebag bosses, like whatever like problem or obstacle they're facing, I will always get madder than that person that it's
Yeah.
affecting. Ask these two. Every time they're like, "Oh man, this sucks," and then I'm like, "Nah, kill that bitch."
You know, Chris, the way you describe your aggression, it just sounds like a fucking Warriors game. Extremely exaggerated storytelling.
Oh, actually, I can
Like,
I can tell you
So-
like how my anger even works. I actually remember how it works. I just don't remember what
so
I
I'll tell this story from my perspective because of the way Chris told me.
Yeah.
So his brother had a friend that would just annoy the shit out of Chris or something, and
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
would just black out, grab his brother's friend's head from the back, drag him on the ground like some sort of fucking anime character unlocking his goddamn true potential, and drag his face across the ground into a tree. And then he would
Wait.
choke him until his fucking arms looked like inflated balloons.
I thought that only happened once.
That's the one I remember because it's so cartoonish to me.
So I can. So what ended up happening was I don't know. He was being a dick. I don't know what the frick he was doing, but I was like,
So I killed him.
I was done. And all I remember, and this guy, by the way, is like as big as John, like 6 foot son of a bitch. And it's like, and essentially, like, I don't know, I just like had the last straw, and all I remember was I felt nothing. All I could think of was, this is my target. He's gotta go. And all I remember was, I don't know how. I'm like half his size, but I pick him up and I pin him against the wall. And I literally screamed in his
Oh,
face.
mama.
And by the way, I don't remember saying any of this. This is from his perspective. He told me what I said was, I'm going to fucking kill you. And so then I'm just like taking him and I threw him. On like onto the other wall. And I just charged him. And apparently he ended up kicking me towards my drawer, and my back smack against the drawer, which pissed me off more. And then my brother literally had to grab me on the back and hold me down so his friend could run upstairs.
Hot.
And then all of a sudden, my brother held me long enough
Holding
that
the rapist back.
Yeah.
I got all the energy out of my body, and I just passed out on the floor.
Yeah, Chris has that like ape retard strength going on for him. When he
Sounds
loses
like
it, he
it.
loses it.
He
Yeah,
unleashes his Winston.
it's like, it's
He goes fucking Super Saiyan God mode.
Yeah, like all I
He
can.
sprouts his tail out of his butt plug.
And by the way, I've been doing a lot better with my anger, but essentially the best way I can explain it is when it's there, it feels like there's this like burning energy, and it just needs to get out somehow.
Oh yeah, I
He
need
just
John
needs
to
to
like.
release it.
Which,
I need
by
John
the
to
way,
forward me those messages of you freaking out over you downloading the wrong game. That's Chris's newest freak out and possible anger blackout until his mommy came to disrupt that.
Yeah.
Be like, stop breaking your shit.
Okay, and to be fair, and like I said, that's not even.
I'll break it if I want.
In my opinion, that's not even my worst
I
freak
can't hear
out.
Chris. Is he talking?
I am talking, fuckface.
you're so loud to your own Discord that it cuts you off. I can't hear you.
So imagine this, if you will. Basically,
I have.
I think my worst anger incident, which by the way, you two were mixed on how to feel. Where you were just like, found it super funny, but then you were also like, what the fuck, Chris? Of when I was in college and I got so angry, I punched literally through my laptop.
That was so retarded.
And
don't break your nice
and
shit.
by the way,
you break somebody else's nice shit.
And at first,
just take a really huge fucking shit in the toilet and ruin that. Why'd you have to ruin your fucking computer monitor?
At first, you guys didn't even believe me until I sent you the picture.
I didn't see the picture.
I sent you the picture.
I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to think that my friend was that much of a dumbass.
Yeah, but essentially and I remember the exact. I was like stressed. Like college was being like, oh my god. And like I was so goddamn tired. I was just doing homework and I was like having struggles with specifically trigonometry, which can go fuck itself in the ass. But I was
I love trig.
Yeah, and I was like, I had an hour before I had to get all my homework done. And literally, it just kept saying, nope, you got it wrong. And every time you get an answer wrong, it deducts points from you. And I'm just like, are you serious? This one thing is going to make me fail. And I'm just like, you know what? And I punched.
Can't fail if I don't have the proper equipment.
My fist goes through the screen. My screen turns that staticky white.
My screen turns into an anime girl, and then I fist her instead.
And the moment the moment
she
I
becomes
realized,
real, and then blood comes out my PC. It's not mine.
The moment I realized what I had done, I looked at it. I'm like, fuck. Now I got to go to the library to finish my homework.
Wow.
And then I come back and I'm like, shit, what am I going to do? And I'm like, well, it's an excuse to use that money now, which ended up me buying a new desktop.
Should never have an excuse to use college money.
Yeah, so about like, basically, I was so angry, I did a $700 punch.
That's
$1 million punch right there.
Yeah, that sounds like a move that could be used in like Street Fighter or something, which, you know, John, I don't know if this character is like new to Street Fighter or not, but I feel like they ripped off our character. Capcom's the government, they listened to our phones and they took our character idea. Yeah.
Mr. Moneybags?
Mr. Moneybags or Richie, whatever.
Richie McRichington?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck we named him.
The fucking character they have in Street Fighter has like gold-plated skin, well, in some places, and he like reeks of money and he looks like Abe Lincoln. They took it. It's theirs
Abe
now.
Lincoln was my creation, damn it.
We came up with him first.
And the filthy fucking took it. What the fuck? I'm upset.
Oh.
We still have our other characters though, like Gamer Boy, whose entry comes in and he like sniffs his inhaler and then does whatever the fuck.
Didn't we have two different nerd guys, like the super scrawny one and then the big fat tubby one?
Yeah, a heavy set and a light set.
So you could choose your combat mode.
And I think we had like Raver Boy and Raver Girl or something. They're just neon and drunk.
Man, we should make that game. Honestly, we really do need to make it.
It's still stuck in my head.
Yeah,
that one and like the dream mechanic one.
You want to know what the biggest thing I definitely remember?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Kapaka.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say that sounds like LSD Dream. you know. It was a game I was
Essentially.
trying to emulate dreaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do remember hearing something about that. I got nothing else out of it though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
story.
I never heard of it.
Me neither.
Go ahead and tell us about it, Parker.
I've never played it. I've just seen Mutahar play it a very, very long time ago when it was very new. Or it got rediscovered, I should say.
What's it
Or
called?
some ordinary gamer.
What's it called?
LSD Dream Simulator, I believe is what it's called.
What the hell? Oh, I did watch someone do. That's a trippy ass thing.
There's also like Ni no Kuni as well, and I played Ni no Kuni a very long time ago. And that's
Ni no
also
Kuni
supposed
is-
to be almost like a dream simulator as well.
Ni no Kuni is really nice though.
Anyways.
It is.
Anyways, speaking of like real stories, Parker probably has like the more interesting X stories since, you know, you don't generally hear of someone pulling a fucking foxtail butt plug out of someone's ass.
Listen, that wasn't my ex.
What?
Exactly.
That was my girlfriend.
I was getting to the end. I was getting to the end
That
of
was
that of
my
like if someone's not
boyfriend.
even your girlfriend. Parker's just, you
Dude
know,
bought
the
me
handyman that
McDonald's
comes to
afterwards,
pull
too.
That was my
furry
boyfriend
people's
slash
butt plugs
cousin.
out.
Am I telling the butt plug story?
The what?
Am I telling the butt plug story?
Go for it.
Tell
Go
us
for
the
it.
butt plug story.
Tell
I
us-
want to hear this.
Tell us the story
None
of
of-
the butt that was plugged.
Okay, I probably should give some backstory about who I am as an individual, right?
Go to All Smiles Entertainment and listen to Parker just talk.
So, I'm a very quiet individual. Normally, I don't cause a lot of scenes. I don't talk to a lot of people outside of my friend group, and it's very hard for me to like make friends in general. But I happen to live next to a very, very nice woman. She's very attractive too. And she had mentioned that she does cosplays on like Instagram, and I think I followed her on there, and she did like a lot of anime stuff and like a lot of Fox Girl stuff. I think she was like a pseudo furry and everything, but she was like a really nice lady, and we would go to lunch, and then I talked with her and her boyfriend. Of course, when
I
I
guess she
thought
must-
she had a boyfriend, you know, my fucking heart fucking shattered, and then immediately, you know, sewn back together when I saw another fine piece of ass because I'm a fucking white kid.
I guess she would be hot to you since pulling out the butt plug is like the equivalent of her taking a shit and you just love watching people's shit, apparently.
What?
Your little fucking Dojin fantasy.
That is so completely untrue and weird out of context. Anyways,
Go to fucking Twitch clips.
this was not the first time I have had to do weird things for this girl. Like, I had to go get her laundry every once in a while, and I'm a generally agreeable person. I don't know why I kept doing shit for people. Like, there was
He's a
one
nice guy
time-
and he doesn't understand why women don't date him.
Simple simp. I got it.
Anyways, I do not expect anything in return, thank you very much. I'm just a fucking masochist, I guess.
Oh, okay.
There you are.
Anyways, like there was one time a girl was like, she's fucking bawling her eyes out and she couldn't fucking move anywhere 'cause she's like fucking depressed because her boyfriend cheated on her and she was gonna give herself to him because she was Catholic and he fucking just went out and cheated on her because he wouldn't put out for a while. Anyways, I had to go carry her to her fucking room, which is a pain in the fucking ass.
Wait, you had to carry her like bridal style or something?
Yes, because I was the only fucking guy there, and there's like 3 other fucking drunk skanks who are like,
We all know women are weak when sad. They
this
can't
little-
pick themselves up.
Serena's her voice. That's not a real name, by the way. Serena can't fucking move, and she's so upset. Her boyfriend's such a piece of shit. Can you help us drag her to her room?
And
Then
fuck her for us.
And I was no.
Parker
Show-
said
Show,
yes.
show her some good D.
And I was just like,
These
so I
good
fucking
deeds.
just fucking.
I
fucking pick her up and put her over my fucking shoulder and drag her to her fucking room because she's only like 5 foot tall. I don't know,
And no one saw her again.
Retard. They did see her. They saw her the next day, and she thanked me afterwards.
To be fair,
Thanks for not killing me.
I would have done the same thing, Parker.
Thank you. This
I
made me feel
am
better,
also a
thank
genuinely, I'm a nice guy.
you. Thank you.
Genuinely
Suck
simple
yourself
simp.
off, but thank you.
Good job, buddy.
John, you're a nice man. Anyways,
With a fat
But he wants
haircut.
to be.
after various weird, encounters with this girl, I get a fucking text from her, and she's like, hey! And this is after, like, maybe, like, a week of not talking to her. I think she had, like, was embarrassed to talk to me. This is when I was still streaming, and I'd always like, hey, maybe you should stop by my Twitch stream and hang out with people that I know. And she's like, yeah, and never did, obviously. But I just get this, like, message, like, hey, so, first off, I need a favor. And I'm like, haha, what's new, lol? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to come over here, like, ASAP. And I went, what? What's the fucking emergency? And so...
I need to take a shit, and I can't.
Well, no, she's just like, please don't freak out.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking, because I know her and her boyfriend are really weird, so I thought they were going to try and ask me to do, like, a fucking, like, three-way or something. I'm not into that. Although, back of my brain is like, Parker, you're still a virgin at this point. You fucking stick it in something, otherwise you're going to fucking blow your brains out. Blow your load or blow your brains out. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll walk over there. Right, and it's like, I think this is like 4 in the morning. Because I used to get up at 4 in the morning and like finish like editing a lot of my papers. So I'm just walking out, and there's like some dude that's just eating pizza in the bathroom. That was a normal occurrence at my dorm. They were nice men, but they just kind of really loved eating Dominoes in the bathroom. Anyways, that's beside the point. I think I just had a nice conversation before opening the door. And seeing this fucking girl just kind of like stare at me, her blankets are over her, and this is like, and I can see she's like, you know, in cosplay form. In the back of my brain, I'm just like, sex now? And then, no, unfortunately, she's like, so can you close the door behind you? And I go, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
And so I fucking close the door behind me.
As I close the door with foam coming out of my mouth and my tongue out.
Well, no, I'm probably like shaking a bit at this point. I'm very much a fucking pussy. A lot of sexual scenarios make me very nervous because I'm very self-conscious of my small cock, and every time I'm like, sex now, and then I'm like about to fucking pull my pants off, it's like, wow, I got a fucking small penis. I can just leave.
Probably because you fucking beat it to death.
Yeah.
Same.
Anyways.
No, Chris, yours isn't small. Yours is just fucking crooked like a witch brew.
Yeah.
So
It's okay, Parker.
Fucking, like, yeah.
It's not about the size. It's about how you use it. You got
That's
this,
true.
bro.
I should
believe
probably
in
mention I've only had sex twice. I've backed out of sex at least 5 times.
That's
If
more
you
time.
just think
That's
hard
more
enough, then the
time than
veins
me.
pop out of your head.
And by back out, I mean I've backed out of advances, not like I'm just sitting over here and going like, well, this is fun, thanks.
It's okay, Parker. That's
Just
more than
about
me.
to go in, and you're like,
Parker, it's
back out of the
Parker,
room.
It's okay. That's more than
It's
me.
when Parker's about to come and then his fucking huge ass nuts go inside his dick hole and out comes his knot. Turns out he was the dog that they
Parker,
anywho,
Go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
So she looks at me. I'm just standing there for like a few seconds, and she just fucking like whips off this fucking blanket, and I'm like, huh? There's a tail in your butt. And she
You
went,
sound like a kid looking at his mom's new toys. Hey, Mom, you got a tail in your butt.
and she's like, yeah. And she's like, it got stuck. And I went, well, yeah. I imagine that's why you called me over. And she's like, I'm gonna need you to like have to pull it out.
And
I'm
then
like,
put something else in to take its place.
well, no, okay. My friends always make this joke when I tell them that, and I go, "No, this was not this circumstance." And she's like, "Yeah, I would have asked my boyfriend, but like I asked him to go and get food a while
And
ago.
I brought you
and
here to cuck him.
And you couldn't wait, huh?
he hasn't been back in a while." And I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, I don't know how to process this. So I'm just like, I try pulling it out while she's just kind of like looking at me, and she's like looking at me while I'm like pulling a fucking butt plug out of her butt. I felt so fucking uncomfortable and horny at the same time. So I had to...
God, I would have fucking grabbed the back of her head into the pillows and just yoinked, like, don't look me in the eyes.
So I told her, can you, like, turn around?
Just shove a pillow in her face.
No, I don't do that. So she's just kind of sitting there, and she's, like, making, like, small talk, and she's talking about, like, oh, I got a few new followers, and, like, NSFW account on Instagram is getting a lot of followers, and getting money. And I'm just going, like, yep, yeah. And so... And this thing is, like, really fucking stuck in there. Like, a bit of the, like, tail is, like, inside of her butthole. I don't know, like, why she shoved it in so far. But, like, I basically had to put, like, my fucking foot on the fucking bunk bed and, like, just yank this fucking thing out. And when I do, I just hear her go, ah!
Did you get a nice pop sound, too, when you just...
It was more like a schlorp sound. I don't know what else to fucking call it.
I couldn't imagine. Just get a chocolate fountain afterward.
And she just fucking, like, pulls her pants back up, and then I'm sitting there with a fucking, like, butt mucus covered fucking butt tail.
Oh!
God damn.
So then you'd, like, take it, you look at it like a lollipop, and you take a nice little lick?
Well, no, I
John,
fucking
shut the
just
fuck
put
up!
it on the counter
Ew!
very, like, gently.
No!
And
Put it in
then
my
her
ass,
fucking
then.
boyfriend walks in, like, a couple minutes later, and, like, he's just fucking like, oh, what's up, Parker? And I'm just like, you know, just pulling butt plugs out of your girlfriend.
He just grabs it and says, "You gonna eat that?" And
And he just goes, "Aw, man, sorry you had to do that." And then
I wanted to.
And then I share some fries with him, and we're just sitting on his bunk bed, and we're talking, and then talking about anime. And I
Did you wash your
despise
hands
anime.
first before you ate those fries?
Fuck no.
I just put some fucking hand sanitizer on, honestly.
I was actually about to ask. You said mucus. It sounds like I'm hoping that there was not shit on that floor.
No, there was not shit. I think she said she was using, like, lube to, like, clean out her butthole, and I'm like, I don't need to know this.
Ah, come on.
So, can I share with you a little tiny butt plug story that I got?
What?
that,
I would love to hear your
excuse
butt
me?
plug story.
It's really short.
What? Oh, I would
That's
guarantee.
okay.
I would
Better than
hope
being
so.
wrong.
Okay, so this happened not that long ago,
What?
but with my current girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
I know what she looks like, so alright.
I know what she looks like.
Go on.
Yeah, you know what she looks like, Gabe. She
Yeah.
came over
Yes.
to your place.
A few times.
Yes. So, anyways,
Yeah.
this was at the start of our relationship.
Yeah.
After I convinced her to dump her shitty boyfriend and date me because I'm the superior male.
Obviously. You are the
Wait,
alpha.
wait,
I'm
which-
boss.
yes.
Back
Which
off.
took you a lot of time and drama, but go on.
So, we get to the point where
Sucks now.
her did that the first night we started dating. But
Shit!
Damn.
we are her boyfriend moved out of their place and she needed to move out because she couldn't afford the rent. So she was moving in with me.
Right.
And so I'm helping her pack up all her stuff. And one of the things I happen to find on the floor is a butt plug. So I pick it up and I'm like, hey, I didn't know you were into this. And she's like, I'm not. That's my ex-boyfriend's that he liked to shove up his ass.
Oh.
I never dropped something so fucking fast in my entire life and dry heaved. And I was like,
I'm just picturing
So-
this puckered asshole. Oh!
Oh my god.
the thing that grossed me out the most was I knew this man.
Yeah.
This
Oh.
man was bigger than me.
Yeah.
He was slightly taller, and you could easily fit two grown men inside of him. He was the biggest fucking fat man. He was
But a
so
big
Why do you have
butt
a small
plug.
butt plug?
he was fucking huge. Dude weighed like at
Oh.
least 400 pounds.
Damn, bitch.
You grow like this?
So, imagining that this item that I had in my hand had been up that man's ass was the most disgusting thing I had ever thought of. And I hate the fact that I still imagine it to this day.
Good.
I cannot get that image out of
Yeah,
my head.
guess what?
When I saw the poison meter building up, and I knew I had to
John.
drop it.
John, you wanna know? You want to know what's
actually grossed out by butt plugs at this point.
You want to know what's more
Because-
disgusting? Think about that. If
What's
he's
more
as big,
disgusting?
if he's as big as you said, then his ass swallowed that thing
Yeah,
like a thumbtack.
yeah. Imagine that, like, that fat man's sweaty ass cheeks, little tiny butt cork up there.
Do you think there's like some sort of sport or something for different sizes of butt plugs and how
Yes.
fast or hard a man could shit it out?
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, for women there is, yes, but I don't know about
For
men.
women
but
there
for
is.
yes, I
There's
know.
there's a distance contest.
There are
I don't
actual
know.
See how
dildo
far
contests,
you can
yes,
shoot it out.
about how far you can shove dildos up your ass. Like there's one that's like fucking 14 inches. You see it fucking like go up the girl's fucking butthole, and you see her fucking like stomach bulge.
You fucking like can see it in the back of her throat.
I mean, we're men and we're retarded enough. I imagine that we would definitely do it. Definitely try it.
Okay,
I was gonna say, tell you the story about how I lost my virginity, but that's. I feel like it's so retarded that I have to save it for like a later episode. Maybe there'll be like a fucking like pledge goal or something. Like we actually get this off the ground. I'll fucking tell you about.
we can all go into detail about our first times.
Yes.
Well, then
Yeah,
I
we're gonna go
can't.
into
Well,
detail.
well, then if you guys are gonna do that, I can't be here.
Chris has
Sure
to
you
go
can.
get
We'll
laid.
just- We'll just force a woman on you. And
First off, you know,
That'll be the story on how we managed to
first
find a really
off,
strong
I
rapist.
know for a fact you're talking out of
Come
your
on,
ass
Parker.
right
Time
now.
to put on the cat girl ears.
Yeah, first off,
No!
first off, guys, I know you're talking out of your ass because you told me long ago you gave up. You try to hook me up and you're like, man, this isn't working. I give up.
no, we won't hook you up. We'll just get you like violently assaulted.
Dude,
Like you won't have a choice.
dude,
You won't be
know,
hooked up, you'll
you
be
know
hooked.
me. You know me. Which of us
You
two
know
is gonna
me.
get violently assaulted?
So, see,
I'll assault her if she tries anything.
I have...
Stop.
See, with this idea that you have where you tell me these fantasy stories about how you blacked out, your eyes rolled up, and you went into anime power mode to kill your brother's friend or whatever, I just look at those as either the Santa Claus or the Jesus Christ of stories because I can't believe that it happened unless I fucking see it. And so
Yeah,
I need
once-
to find an antagonist to give you the aughts so bad that I witness a murder.
Is that anime girl fingering the blonde one, by the way? I don't
What?
understand what she's doing.
What?
Oh, you mean in my shit post?
Yes.
Oh no, she's just grabbing her ass. This is what I imagine every time Chris used to touch my butt back in high school.
Yeah,
there was an every time.
Oh, good time.
Bashing in his fucking skull with my fists.
Good time. Good time.
Good time.
I've had plenty of good times.
I used to
I mean,
make.
I didn't hear about it, but I know John slapped Chris really hard in the fucking face.
Oh yeah, and that created like a whole drama thing. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it wasn't like when me and John slapped each other in the face over and over and over. That was just for fun and for preps. John did it out of anger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But to be fair, I remember,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I miss those. I don't know why, but I miss those times when I used to walk behind you two and you guys would cover your asses.
Yeah, kinda. You were a very energetic little rapist back then. Right now, you're just a misogynist. Oh, you triggering you, Parker? Are you hurt?
Yes, you're triggering me.
Says,
Stop triggering
okay,
me.
Gabe.
I don't like trigonometry.
Says the guy who would find a branch in the middle of the sidewalk and then run going rick, 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 rick.
Oh, you're gonna tell people about my weird fucking shenanigans in
Listen,
high school
not
days?
the only rape
Oh, of
experience you've told me
course.
about.
Oh,
What?
the fucking sleep rapist thing that I do,
Yes.
which actually has a fucking name for what?
Yeah,
sexomnia?
whatever. You can cover it up all you want, mister.
It's not a cover up. It's a
sure,
thing.
sure, whatever, kid.
Yeah.
Just like fucking beautiful women who want my cock are a thing. Sure, exactly.
Yeah, okay, man. Who pulled the butt plug from the stone?
He was the
Keen Ar-
chosen one.
Goddamn simp Arthur sitting
My-
over there on his throne holding up the mighty butt plug, saying
My
I'm gonna
friends
fucking
have-
slay.
My friends have told me multiple times. They're like, Parker, right? You've lived a very shitty life. You, by all accounts, are a fucking washed up, disgusting human being who has literally nothing good about their life. However, you have various scenarios where you can just fucking stick it in. However, God wants you to be a fucking hentai protagonist, and you won't fucking answer the call. And I go, alright, have to be attractive first.
I mean, that's why
You're
you
a very
hang out
attractive man.
That's me.
I mean, that's why you hang out with us and not your friends, anyways. We're the chosen.
Where, actually, here's I'm like the anti-villain. See, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm different. Like, oh yeah, I have my chances, I just don't take it. I'm just like, I have my chances, and then I just punch him in the face.
You're not supposed to admit to that. That's kind of a crime.
It's how you get in trouble, Chris.
We don't talk about them.
I don't think you can tell the cop. I don't know how many retard cards you can pull before the cop is like, all right, that's enough.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's not my fault. I'm just retarded.
But medically, I'm an asshole.
What? Medically, I'm an asshole.
That reminds me of that fucking incel video. There's like this Indian incel guy, and he's just like, women wanted their big black cock. That's what he's doing. He goes, women want the big black penis, or in the porn terms, a big black cock.
What that also sounds like is those really old like Facebook things where people wear shirts with pride that say, oh yeah, I speak fluent sarcasm or some shit, or like, I'm medically an asshole. You just have to be used to it or something.
Sarcastic comment. I'm just a big ray of freaking sunshine.
That's why I stopped using that one term that I used to use in my high school days of like, I'm probably the nicest asshole you'll ever know or something, because that's not fucking unique. That's not different, you fucking dipshit. Quit trying to fucking stand out in the fairy kingdom. Get back in your goddamn lane.
I know for a fact you have the nicest asshole I've seen.
You don't even know what my asshole is.
You don't know that.
I do. I don't.
Well, I don't fucking stare at I hope who's fucking looking in a mirror and just going like, you're looking a bit saggy today, dear.
Yeah,
I'll tell you whoever fucking wrote that genius story about trying to go the longest without taking a shit.
Yeah, and also Futaba shitting. Is that also where you're going with this too?
No, where I was going with this is this fucking dude decided to not shit for a really long time until he eventually just couldn't hold it anymore in a fucking Costco of all places, eating Costco pizza. Because every time his stomach would ache, he would just shake it off, and then eventually it would stop, and then he'd be like, okay, I'm good. Yeah. And then eventually it just got so bad that he decided to give up and go take a shit. Except he couldn't because all the fucking garbage that swelled up in his gut created a special little crystal that, well, it created blockage, and he couldn't get it out. So, as it describes in the story, he got off the fucking shitter, crab walked his way to a mirror, and grabbed it so he could look at his asshole and see what he was dealing with. And so, apparently, he got a bunch of paper towels in his hands, grabbed both of his cheeks, and pushed with all of Zeus's might, and he passed out in his own filth and blood. And a Costco associate found him that way.
Oh, no.
So I feel bad. I feel bad for that cleanup.
God.
Cleanup everywhere.
Cleanup on aisle hell.
I thought I had some shitty stories from bathroom detail work.
Somebody I used to work with, he had a story. It's not really that long of a story. It's mostly just him walking around and he sees a parent and their child just pulls down their pants, shits on the ground, and then goes. And he's the maintenance guy, so he's required to clean it up. But it's it's like the kid just looks behind him and winks.
Oh
like,
my god!
I left a present for you, child.
That reminds me.
That's how you end up killing your first child.
No, that's when you stick it in their house and take a shit on their face.
Dude,
develop them a kink in their adulthood and their
saying
shine.
That, you just reminded me of a story. And it was I was so upset this day. This was back when I was still working. Freaking little kid, because he could, he came in to the store, eating French fries, and then ate them, threw them away. Went to the play area, threw up on the floor. Nobody was around but me. So I had to clean it up, and it was in those mats that have the holes in them. So you can't just wipe it away. You have to like go into each separate hole to freaking clean up this mess. And it's like, cool. So I have to clean this up and hope nobody steps on it and spreads it throughout the store. Freaking. I wanted to.
I don't want the brown spread.
I wanted to drop kick this kid. I'm just like, I'm gonna drop you into the water and hope you drown.
Well, at least this is the only violent thing that you've thought of and said that I want to instead of I did.
Only. I mean, I got a kid bit before, if that counts.
What?
What?
Got a kid? Wait, you got him bid or you got him bit?
Yeah, you auctioned off the kid.
Yeah, off to
I bit off the kid to the fucking sand people and let them have their way with him.
Yeah, no, I got a
some free
kid. I got a
child
kid
slavery.
bit because I told him, oh yeah, this animal's safe to pet.
I made him pet an e-girl. She went rawr and then bit him.
Yeah, no, we have an animal that does not.
Yeah.
We have an animal.
Parker, what the fuck are you playing in the background?
Yeah.
I know you're surfing the fucking web while we're talking because you keep posting shit and shit posts.
Let's see.
Something.
I posted 2 things, mister.
Kimo no Kyoku
Yeah,
never
something with
leave.
Obama getting shot. Fuck is up with that?
But yeah, it was freaking disgusting. I really wanted to just freaking kill this
Chris.
kid. What?
Couldn't hear you for a while, except I want to freaking kill this kid.
Yeah.
Freaking cum.
I got to freaking kill this kid. I swear to
You're
God.
saying? Are you really telling me that you wouldn't be pissed off to like punch a kid in the eye after throwing up on the floor?
Every kid I see, I am already pissed off, so it's not really any different.
You wouldn't actually punch a child though, like a random child.
Yeah, I would. Of course I would. I'm the guy from back when that would literally go
she stole it from
and
you.
by the way, John and Gabe know this. They know the first part, they don't know the second part. I'm the guy that would go around, say horrible stuff out loud in public.
No, we know that.
And then the second part about like just like if I saw a kid that was really being annoying, I would accidentally stick out my foot and he would fall on his face and cry.
No!
Little brat deserved it. Needs to learn the world is cruel.
Parker. Remember that time I had to talk you out from stealing that kid's scooter? Chris?
I wish I took that scooter.
We're just walking down the street and we found a scooter in some guy's yard, and Chris was like, "Hey, I think I should steal that." And I'm like, "No, Chris." And he's like, "But it'd be so easy." I'm like, "Chris, don't do it." He's like, "I'm gonna go back for it." And I'm like, "Chris, no, we're going this way. Don't steal the kid's scooter."
And then the kid came.
I mean, there was times my friends that would just drive around. They drive around their neighborhood and they would just like light fucking random bits of toilet paper on fire and just throw it into people's lawns. The lawn would catch on
Jesus
fire.
Christ!
I was never a part of that, but I just remember them telling me about that. I was like, what the fuck?
By the way, John, I can't
You're
believe
gonna have the police show up
can't-
at your door and be like, "Hey, we saw the podcast. Rat them out right now. Who are your
John,
friends?"
John, I can't believe though that you talked me out of it. Like, and that kid came back and he took it away, and I was like, dude, but it was so easy.
It was like,
There goes Gabe.
no, I felt bad because like growing up, I used to like fish broken bikes out of the river and I'd fix them up just to get them stolen from my yard.
Oh, no.
So I know how that kid would have felt. I don't want that on that little kid that I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know him. He's got to learn. Gabe, where'd you go?
He fucking died.
Hello.
Gabe, did you die?
Gabe?
Oh, did your computer?
He's reborn.
I wonder if his computer crashed.
Probably.
Oh, what a fucking loser.
Oh, a really interesting thing about Discord is that it has high priority by default. And usually what that means is Discord will start up before the actual BIOS will actually start up. BIOS, your actual operating system. So you'll rejoin a call before you can actually even open Discord or even your operating system even boots up.
You hit something.
Yeah, I'm sitting here dangling my little feet because I'm a fun little kid and I'm having a good time with my good old pals that probably just called me a dip ass or something worse while I was offline.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
No, never.
Shut the fuck up. At least Parker's up front with his feelings, the fat.
Yeah,
I kicked my
was
fucking
nice.
power strip. I kicked my power strip's fucking little power thing off. I was like,
so you
son of a bitch.
You can't get angry at me anymore when I do that because you did it now.
But yeah,
Still give
no.
you shit.
John and Gabe got to witness me, like, and that's why even that, like, but before my family said, man, it's so
Sorry, I
hard,
did.
it's so difficult to take you out in public, Chris, because you just say the most awful shit to people.
True. Chris is not a nice person unless you are friends with him, but then everyone else has to suffer him, so you have to keep him within your bubble.
Yeah, I think like literally it was just like, I remember there was this time where, because at the mall sometimes, especially when
Goddamn fucking Discord. I feel like he needs. You need to like mess with your Discord settings or something. I don't know.
He needs to mess with his mic sensitivity and lower it, so I'm assuming he just gets cutting out because he's speaking softly.
Yeah.
Max is at 30. I don't know how to deal with it. I like input volume. Do I have to decrease my input volume?
No, you just want to lower your mic sensitivity because I'm assuming you're getting cut off because you're not close enough to your mic.
We could talk about this later. But what I was gonna bring up about keeping Chris out of the public because he's a bit of a danger to it. Me and John had our own fair share of that when just going down an escalator. And we were talking about an episode of South Park where Cartman hates a kid. He cuts up his family and then feeds it to the kid and then tells him about it later. And fucking,
oh yeah, I love that episode.
Yeah, and fucking lady on the escalator kind of just turns around like, what are you guys talking about? Like, South Park.
Just wholesome content. Don't worry about it, old lady.
Like, come on now.
I literally...
It's okay.
Like,
I would only do shit like this if I was with friends, though. It's too much of a pussy.
I think the last thing I remember saying that was really mean here at home when I was over at the mall and I was with family was there was like... Because a lot of people from Japan, China, Korea come because the colleges here, because they're smart. And I literally like walked by and out loud, I said, "Is there an anime convention happening?"
It's a good thing Chris is brown.
I straight think, Gabe, that the worst thing I've ever heard you say is the KKK Power Rangers that ruined my chance with Paige.
The only reason you even think that's the worst thing is because it kept you from getting laid.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
What was the worst thing I said?
Other than that, you joined in the conversation about the KKK Power Rangers because you fucking liked the idea and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So come on now, you can't.
John. I don't even think you know what the worst thing I've said because I've said so many horrible shit.
Yeah, it's hard to peg down just one thing.
Hard to peg.
Honestly,
shut up, Parker.
Whenever.
Yeah. Get better.
Honestly, introducing either of you to anyone, I have to give them like fair warning beforehand.
Gabe had to do that for me when I came on his
listen,
stream.
I've known these guys for a really long time. They're my friends. Don't take what they say to heart.
I don't know why you don't just
be
dip.
careful.
I don't know why you don't just dip and then introduce. Trying to introduce us and then dip is bad.
All I know, like, from what my friend is. And John, you know who it is, but it was when I was in college.
This audio is killing me.
And the only things I personally remember, and this is what she told me, was the first time we went out to just eat, because when at the college at night the main cafe would be closed, but then there would be like a smaller cafe that you could go to at night if you didn't have a life, which I didn't. And essentially,
life.
Yeah, and essentially she said the first thing I ever said walking into there was, "Holy cow! I just realized there's a lot of people in this space that have probably never seen a shower."
Huh.
And then she was like, "What the fuck? Why would you say that out loud?" I'm like, "Because if I say it out loud, maybe they'll hear me and do something about it. They get their stinky asses out of here."
Chris is
Man.
such a brave individual.
I didn't know how nice showers really were until I couldn't take a shower for like 3 months.
I think that's... I don't know, because I went to Job Corps and showers were very somewhat public. So, a lot of... I mean, there were people that were fine with walking in the nude, and then other people that are obviously very skittish about it. So they would just, you know, scurry off like little creatures that you just found in the woods. Just go take their
Give a
shower.
nice little hiss and run away.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
got close enough to one for them to hiss. Then again, I didn't walk to them with my cock
Yeah,
out, so
But by the way,
it wasn't
John.
that much of a problem.
By the way, John.
What?
That wasn't even the first time. Because the second time we went to the same cafe, I said, "Man, there's a lot of people here who probably don't know what a salad is." And she's like, "Oh my God, Chris, why do I take you anywhere?" And I'm like, "You tell me."
Chris, why don't you take me?
Is that your impersonation of John?
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Meet John, I love anime titties and
Yeah.
licking butts with my cat tongue.
Giggity.
No.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, Parker's telling you that you don't. How do you feel about
I
him
love
dictating
licking
you?
the anime butt with my cat tongue.
Look at your girlfriend, you're like, you're not anime, get out of here.
So I haven't eaten well, I forgot to eat today.
All this talk about asses making Parker hungry.
No.
I mean, same.
Okay, what I was going to say is when he said that, I just got a fucking hunger pang and my stomach fucking hurt.
Girl, you could use a stomach fucking.
Oh,
Parker's broken.
guys,
He's not gonna
I-
respond to me.
No, it's fine.
I got a topic. I
Can
got
I
a
make
topic.
you angry, my little
She
pog
ate
champ?
hemorrhoid
I got
cream. What the fuck
I got
is this?
I got Gabe, I got a topic.
Yeah?
Topic. Yeah.
Okay, what do you got, Chris? What do you got for us? Let's change the subject. Let's go to something
Yeah, let's talk about
wholesome.
Yeah, something.
Let's-
Oh, this is not gonna be wholesome.
Okay, then, new topic.
No,
Are we
it's
supposed to
it's-
talk about wholesome things?
No, not on here. Who do you think you is?
Fucking coordinator.
What kind
I
of channel
suppose.
do you
No,
think this is?
I think I've asked you guys this before, but like, and by the way, frickin' you two wanting to go to a goddamn haunted place. Screw you.
Screw you.
But it's essentially that, like, so as Gabe said, I am Chilean, so I'm Latino, and the biggest thing I've learned about Latinos, especially so the main thing about Latinos is they are very religious for the most part, and the issue
Catholic mainly.
is they are also very superstitious, and
Yeah.
so growing up, if you have a Latino mom with Latino friends, they tell you the scariest shit that you never want to hear as a child. Like literally, the things I learned were, and it's so specific. I don't know why it's so goddamn specific. It's, never whistle at night or something will grab you, or you'll summon the devil, and especially don't whistle next to water or you're gonna get pulled in by something.
God, hopefully with my fucking cock and balls.
But I
It's
whistle
like-
by my water all the time.
I was a kid, and I was like, why would you tell me that?
Then
What the hell is
again,
wrong with you?
I mean, then again, I've had the same experiences with my own mother, who
Your mom did
tells
some
me
weird
about
shit, yeah.
religion, and she's very religious to the point where there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was real. So I kind of just had this
was
planted
just
in my
as
mind
real.
that I believed in this. What's that, Parker? I didn't
Yeah,
hear
Parker?
that.
Yeah?
Go on, boys, speak up.
Can't hear you, baby boy.
Anyways, talking about my religious nut of a mother. Shut the fuck up. Now I don't want you to talk. I'm done.
Yeah. That's okay. Nobody usually does.
Shut up, Parker. We love you here.
I don't know.
You're accepted here, Parker. We love hearing that sweet, sexy voice of yours.
Oh, my voice is fucking abysmal. I hate it.
Shut your fucking
No,
mouth.
you
I
could
love
be a
your
voice actor if you wanted to, man.
No.
Good. Yes. Yes, don't you fight me. I will win.
Okay.
Anyways, what I was gonna say was, since my mom told me all this early shit about God and the devil, I was very weirded out when I saw her watching, I don't even remember what the fucking movie was called, but I think it's like Passion of the Christ or something with Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's
Yes, I know
movie.
which movie you're talking about.
Yeah, and she's just watching this fucking, what I assumed was like a generic hippie on a piece of wood getting nailed and whipped. My mom just watching, crying. I was like, why are you crying, Mom? Like, I love that man. Like, what? Is he your husband or something? I was very ignorant. Like, I don't fucking know.
Is that Dad?
I don't think I even acknowledged that people had dads. I think I was like, yep, I was hatched by my mom. But
Prayed for a boy.
Jesus Christ, he stuck a finger in her hoochie and I came out an egg and she went schmeg. And then I came out.
She's like a good Christian boy, and you went, nah, bitch.
That didn't come until my teenage years when I actually had questions for myself. But, you know,
Like, if
she
God's
tries
so
to
good, why don't he suck my dick?
she tries to pry on young minds because they're easy to manipulate and scare into, you know, don't talk with the devil or something. Which, when she was telling me how bad the devil was, I felt it was my duty as a child to talk to the devil and tell him what a bad boy he is.
You such a bad Mr. Devil.
And so I'd like pace around and say like, you're a bad man, you just don't know it.
You sound like a fucking sociopath.
I am a sociopath
you're a
as far as
bad
I've
boy,
been told.
Mr. Satan. Oh boy, Hazelbub. Someone's gonna
Mr.
get it
Satan.
now.
Like,
But-
I'm actually.
But
Lord of
I
Darkness,
told my
more like
mom
Lord of
what I
Darkness.
was. I told my mom what I was doing because I thought I was doing a good thing. Nope, she's like, no, because then it's like you're cutting a deal with the devil. Like, oh, I guess I'm not supposed to do that. I only get reminded.
That's why you turned out the way you did. I see. From all your devil talk.
Yeah, I only get reminded of this type of garbage because of my mom's freakouts once in a while, where after I got home from Job Corps and I had nowhere to live, I had to live with my mom again until I'd find a job or something. And one day she's such a woman. What could I say? She has emotions. No, she just fucking starts crying out of nowhere because of some things that I probably said. I don't know. I have no idea. And then she tells me about how she misses and reminisces about how I used to have so many questions about God and whatnot. And like,
Yeah, Jesus!
I did ask her questions about God, and I almost... I had the fucking dumbest thoughts about going up to heaven because it's like, I don't know if I want to go up to heaven because they probably don't have a Nintendo 64.
I died
Priorities.
in heaven, and God only has a Super Nintendo! He's fucking gay!
That's what I owned at the time, and that's what I thought was going to be like the hot shit up there. And I was going to be disappointed if God only had what, Jesus?
He has a PS5!
Mom, they only have Jesus 64!
How else am I gonna play Cyberpunk if I'm in heaven?
I didn't think it could get any better than what we had. Donkey Kong's cheeks were the best! And then they came out with the Wii. And then you could waggle the remote.
I
Donkey Kong had jump
actually have a
physics.
question, because like most of the stuff I've ever experienced with that kind of stuff, I just blocked out. Like, yeah, this didn't actually happen. But it's like, has anyone I know actually like had a horrifying like ghost story happen to them?
That's why I want to go to haunted places. I want paranormal shit to happen. I want to feel it.
I want to get raped by a ghost.
I want to die.
No, I suppressed most of my ghost stories. Leave it alone.
think my dog was just now barking outside.
Oh,
But,
well, there it is. There's the demon.
The only time my mom ever brought up religion, even though we had like 4 Bibles in our house,
Was when you walked in on her with the dildo and she said, "Oh God."
Yeah.
no,
That's another
It was-
story.
I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my aunt was complaining that we didn't go to church.
She's like, God, I'm praying for a big, strong, strapping man who also is not afraid to pick up butt plugs.
Yeah, and that's John after he grows up. Like, it's my own son to feel my mommy bump.
What?
No.
No!
So my mom sat me down and she had a talk with me about God.
Uh-oh.
And she was like, "You believe in God, right?" And I was like, yeah, duh.
For
I'm a
context,
6-year-old boy. Of course God exists."
for context, John, in his fucking 17, 16 years, was like the biggest atheist head. He would definitely run an atheist channel if he knew how to do YouTube early on.
Oh yeah, definitely. But little 6-7-year-old Johnny boy was like, "Yeah, no, of course God exists. That's just like a fact of life that, you know, you're told." and
Exactly!
you just accept it."
It's all you fucking know, and
And-
you're just like, of course it's true.
It's all you fucking...
Yeah.
and she was like, "So do you want to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and go to church every Sunday?" And I'm like,
Craig.
"God, no. I want to watch anime."
Oh, no.
And she's like, "Okay, we don't have to go to church if you don't want to." And that was like the last time I ever talked to my mom about God.
My mom beat me if I didn't want to go to church. And the pastor...
My mom didn't want to go to church as much as I did, so she
Uh.
needed to use me as an excuse.
No, my mom hated going to church, but she was a very shitty person, used religion to usually justify what she did. She'd usually just fucking, like, push me into a corner, like, fucking smack me over the fucking head, or even just punch me. And then we would just go to church, and the pastor would go like, "Your mom did good for mission corporal punishment. You just gotta be here."
Your
Oh,
mom
my
did
God.
good.
See, my mom never beat me. It was my mom's boyfriend who beat me.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
you got old enough to beat them.
Yes.
My fucking mom's asshole ex-husband invited missionaries in our house, and I hated it. So I was in.
Oh man, I
My mom's dumb.
I invited a
fucking husband
missionary
had
into my house
missionary.
like 3 months ago. They still text me wanting me to come to their church.
Ugh!
They think they can save me.
Remember when we went down to the area where we
Paradise
live,
City?
where events are held and whatnot, and we got invited to sit at the table for someone to ask us if we're a good person?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I
what?
remember that.
Yeah, I don't know how your conversation went, and I imagine you probably had the more interesting side, since back then you were very smart. Right now your brains are rotting, but
The hell? Wait, what are you
Wow,
talking
dude.
about?
I've reached terminal velocity.
the-
My brain is just
Terminal
going downhill now.
What
John
the hell are you
recalls
talking
memory
about?
as well as I do, so that's why I say his brain is rotting at this
Nah.
point. It's mine.
What table did you guys sit at?
You weren't with us.
Yeah, that explains
No.
a lot.
Exactly.
I'm never.
Wow.
But yeah,
They
I
abandoned
remember
me.
that. That was a good time. And they tried. I don't know if this was the same event, but remember when they like drew a circle and they're like, so draw a circle on about how much knowledge you think you know. Like, imagine that this circle is all of the knowledge you could ever possibly know in all of existence, and you draw a circle and. You remember that?
I don't remember that. I just remember getting into a spat with the guy about the fact that, man, like, shit, science, bro?
Y'all
No.
shit, dog. Intergalactic, intersected. Yo, God, you go fucking whack it.
No,
Yo,
that the fact that the fucking waters are rising and we used to have an island that's no longer an island anymore, it's just under the water. And he's like, no,
Under
the
the
ocean
sea.
levels will remain the same and whatnot. I'm like, you're delusional and need to be fucking waterboarded. Get the fuck out.
But yeah, I remember that. I remember talking to him, and he's just like, so this is all the knowledge you know, and all the extra space outside of that is stuff you don't know. So is it possible that God could exist out there? And I'm like, no, because in the knowledge I do know, we already know that God's not real.
Fuck.
And I can explain it to you because the God you believe in, the Christian God, we have proven without a doubt that he can't possibly exist in the form that you say he does.
Fucking
Like a
Parker.
Xavier Renegade Angel fucking clip.
Parker, I forgot to tell you when I was working with our special little boy in the little
Working
produce
with Dad?
area. In the produce area.
Yeah.
Our handsome young man. He was
Our big
telling
strapping,
Huh?
rippling man. Yeah, our big strapping, rippling man, sexy man. Yeah.
Yeah, the brown one, not Chris, the other brown one.
I fucking know who you're talking about.
All right, exactly. So he was talking about his new game that he got, the Phoenix Immortal Rising, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Yeah, and his wife brought up how fucked it is that, you know, you get to like kill Egyptian gods or something. And
Yeah.
he just looked at me like, and I was like, babe, there's nothing to be offended about. The thing that would be funnier is actually believing the Egyptian gods are real.
It's true.
Yeah, he's the guy that prays every time before he eats. I think I almost broke right in front of him. Like, what? Yeah, dude, it's funny. It's ridiculous.
Because the Egyptians had women as gods, so therefore they were just fucking leftist fucking crackpots.
They were lesser gods.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's Isis.
Even-
There's the fucking goddess of demonetization. You'll have to fucking censor me saying her actual name, otherwise you get fucking demonetized.
I mean, my rule is you can't be an edgelord or make fun of like certain things if you're not gonna allow your favorite thing to be made fun of. So if you enjoyed this episode of Smilezcast, then feel free to subscribe on YouTube or give a follow on Spotify if I get this bitch on Spotify. Yeah, and all that shit. Leave a comment.
If you like the podcast and you like what you heard today, be sure to check out my channel too at JangBoyColor.
Yeah, that's my podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. We'll say horrible stuff next time.